Hello, this is Lani with Broken SeaShell Stamping, and I'm just making a quick video today because I'm still recovering from my procedure and I cannot sit for long periods of time, so I'm just working through what I can. But I wanted to show you this new box in the catalog. I can't show and open that yet. However, I was able to pre-order the Box of Joy dies, and I wanted to just play with that really quick and give you just a quick video on how to assemble it, because all the boxes don't come with instructions. So this is the die. It's the die that you use to cut it out. Now, it doesn't fit on a 6x6, which is kind of disappointing, but you can make it work with a 6x6 piece of paper. So this is 6x6, and if you look, that was the only amount that got cut off. So that's the bottom of the box. It's easily usable with a 6x6 piece of paper. I also tried it out with a 12x12. This is just scrap here. I also tried it with a 12x12. This is leftover from the 6x6, and I'm going to keep all those pieces to use for other parts that coordinate with this box when I have more of an opportunity to do some of this, because this is going to be really quick today as much as I can. So this is the 12x12 paper. I'm sorry, 6x6. This is the 12x12. Now if you notice, just like with the die, with the 12x12, you get that last little tiny bit. So the size, though, I didn't do it quite 6 inches because it's not quite 6 inches wide. So right here, I believe, let me get my ruler. I cut the 12x12 by, why is this one? The zero's in the middle. That doesn't help. There we go, that side. Okay. So I cut it about 5¼ inches wide. So that way you'll have a little bit extra on your other piece of paper and you don't waste any space. Now I'll probably just take this little piece to make something out of it later. Now, additionally, when you punch this box out, don't forget this little piece here gets die cut, and it makes a really cute little tab that you can use to make a coordinating card with, which is what I'll probably do. So there are these cute little tags that we can use for scrapbooking as well, or little pull tabs. So that's a nice little bonus cutout that you get on this handle here. So now for the assembly. Let's go ahead and use this was 12x12. So you're going to go ahead and fold all your pieces. Now if you were using more I totally lost my train of thought. Plain paper. There we go. Let's kick this in the notch here, Lani. If you use plain paper, you're going to want to stamp on it first before you adhere it. And if you want to put anything on here, it's a little busy, so the last thing I want to do is add some text right now. So we're going to go ahead and fold those pieces together. Here, and there, and there. So when you do one of them by itself, it's right there. It makes that little half corner. So now we get to put them together from corner to corner to make that box. See how that's going to come together? All right, so I actually haven't glued this yet together. So you get to join me today on this part of my tester. I already tested out the type of paper. I'm going to use the tear and tape on these two little tabs. there. And then one on this one. This is just old retired paper. I wanted to play around with something that wasn't brand that I never get to use, and it has a double motive because this will work really well for fall. So I'm just going to put a little bit of green glue on this corner here. All right, so I put the little bit of the multi-purpose glue there, and be careful, it'll sploosh out. So when this one folds over, so I'm going to put a little bit right here. And now what I did on the other one is I lined it up with my grid. So kind of hard to see here, but you want to line it up with your grid before it completely gets adhered. See how I don't know if you can see that, but that way it's completely squared off. And now for the last assembly, we're going to put those two tabs together and glue. Let's see how we want to glue the bottom. Well, I guess so. It's not lining. I mean, well, it's overlapping a little differently. So on the other one, I'm gonna put glue on the other side just to change it up and see which way it works better. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the tear and tape side. Now you could also put tissue paper inside this box if you've got something delicate in there, because it's kind of a tall little box. They're so cute. I love boxes. I'm gonna have to. Okay, let's see. So it's tear and tape. Tear and tape does not forgive very much, so you want to be really careful before you totally push it down. So that right at the edge. Make sure this side here gets in. There we go. Okay, now to make sure it's straight, let's go ahead and pull these back. This is why I wanted to play around with this. It's a little tricky because we want to get it all straight. We don't want it crooked. This one looks a little crooked. So we'll try the other one. At the end of the day, it's not going to matter. I do want to glue down this tab here. I might have got too much glue. Let's just set that there for a moment. Okay. Alrighty, so we got that. Let it dry. Alright, let's try this one now. So instead of gluing the bottoms, I'm just going to glue this part. That was the second method I was going to try. The first one I thought would be good to do the bottoms as well, but since it didn't really work, let's try it this way, just for it to look more uniform. And go ahead and make sure you get this stuff here. Here. Here and here. This is such pretty DSP. Okay, so let's put the tear and tape on each side again. Make sure you do it the right direction. And then this tab here, and it's been so humid in our area, it's really nasty. Don't lose my dye. Okay, so now I'm just going to lay it all flat. I should use my take your pick tool here, but I don't know why I just want to flip it upside down. All right, so you want to get, let's see, line it up, and then line this up to there. Looks pretty straight, a little crooked. So it's going to take some, definitely going to take some practicing. All right, now I'm just going to fold this one all the way over to get to this tab here. Oh, I'm going to start sticking it there. There we go. That's a little easier than the other way. Now we can make this one direction. Now, I don't know which one would be better. Kind of like the long ways. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's just use tear and tape again. Where did it go? Right here. All right. So I'll put this on the bottom here. And let's see, I'm gonna put that one there, and then I want the stuff inside too. So let's put a little bit of the multi-purpose on the inside flaps here. So that way when this one goes down, and then to this one here, if you can see that there. That one down, get it lined up. Now we're going to push it and then flip it over, keeping it together. And the folder, and make sure those are pushed down. Now, if you wanted to reinforce it a little bit better, you can take a piece of scrap paper. Let's see, I've got some scrap that'll match here. Oh, no, not that one. Let's see, how about pumpkin pie? That'll work. So the measurements on the inside of the box is 2.5 by 2 1/4. So I'll be back. Okay, so there's I made it just a hair smaller than the measurements, so it should go right in, but we want to stamp it first. And the stamps that come with the Box of Joy bundle is this one here, Box of Joy, which I'm so glad that they have the same name as the dies. It's a lot easier to put them together. So they're right here. They're a little small. I'm not going to write all of them yet, but I do outline mine before I take them apart. But I love this little piece of candy, so I wanted to put the piece of candy in there. So let's put this glue away. I don't need it. As you can see, it's really easy to put this box together. You just need to cut out 2 of them. And as evidence with this one, even though it's not 12 by 12 paper, it works, so you can use your 6 by 6. And then if you use your 12 by 12, you can preserve some of your, yeah, that's looking really pretty. You can preserve some extra paper, because I like to use all of my paper. I don't like to have any that are not being used. So we'll just put a little candy in here. Oh, it's such a pretty stamp. There we go. If you wanted to put a sentiment down there too, you could do the same thing. All right, so now, and this will, like I said, reinforce our box a little bit. Green glue again. Multi-purpose. I'm actually standing at my desk because it's a little bit more comfortable this time. All right, so let's put that down inside. And now we've got a little nice lining on there. Lots of things you can do with this. So you're gonna pull that tab up a little, push that there, and this is gonna go on either side of these little slots here. If I can get it to go through. Come on, paper, be my friend today. Let's be nice to poor old Lani. All right, there's one. And then there's the other side. Yeah, I'm struggling here, isn't I? There we go. And there's our cute little box. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Now, what you could also do, so this doesn't lift up, you could put a little bit of the multi-purpose and let it dry, and then it'll become a little tacky, so it will sit down. And then just a little twine and a little tag would work on this. But you could easily put a little label on the side of here. I mean, it's super simple. You just need to get 2 pieces of your paper to cut out. All right, so there's the 2 boxes I made. And like I said, don't forget to use those little tabs. We can make something with this later. And hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think about this cute little box. And if you're going to be looking for it come September. This is Lani with Broken Seashell Stamping. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.